Hello, I'm Otto and welcome to episode 49 of my Factorio Space Age guide. So in the last episode, we created some red circuits and blue circuits on Gleba. We had to also make some sulfuric acid and, sulfur and sulfuric acid for the blue circuits. And we are currently kind of behind because we are not making any plastic. That's largely because we do not have the Yamako supply to be able to basically make anything other than the Bioflux that's kind of keeping this active, trying to keep this active, and our little thing is bringing in a bunch of stuff. Anyways, so in this episode, we are going back to Nauvis. We're going to be bringing some stuff with us, notably some Bioflux, because we need to capture some biter spawners. But before we do that, we are going to take an LDS build that we have on Vulcanus, and I'm just going to copy the whole thing. And we're going to paste that in over here. It's nice to have these blueprints. That way we can... No. I want better quality. Yeah, it's nice to have these blueprints available. That way we can just kind of stamp things in. As a matter of fact, once I upgrade this quality and good. Oh, almost. Okay. Yeah, once we kind of... Oh, look. Once we... sorry, I'm a little distracted. Once we kind of beef this guy up and we get more product coming in, we're probably going to have too much, which is fine. So, for instance, one of the things that we can do to kind of make sure that we don't that we're actually using some of this is we could always add some more of this iron bacteria and copper bacteria and then have more molten iron and molten copper. Just replicate the build somewhere over here. And anything that goes unused, we can just trash. We can just, make a ton of jelly and Yamako mash out of it and burn it all away. We do want to process it first. We don't want to just burn the raw fruit because then we will start to get behind on seeds, and we are definitely not behind on seeds. We have loads of seeds. Oh my goodness, we are piling up on the seeds. That's okay. We're going to be using a lot of them soon. So I think I'm going to make we're going to put some rockets back here. Once we get to the point where we can actually make the LDS and blue circuits, we're going to drag them back this way along with the rocket fuel over here, and then we will have a few rockets down here. I'm probably going to move these lines back. Like, I'll just move them back enough that I can fit a couple more rockets. So we should have at least one rocket. I'm hoping we have at least one rocket. That is awesome. We have at least 2 rockets. So for now, we're just going to request this in. Oh man, even the rockets all the way up here are just so loud. Oh, another thing that I needed to do was I adjusted this from 1,000 to 2,000. Now that we have both of these are active and we have both rockets having the Gleba science being collected, we need that extra capacity. Okay, so we need some Bioflux. The rocket capacity is 1,000, so we're going to be bringing 1,000 with us. We do not have rockets that are accepting. That's fine. Now, while we're not producing any LDS or blue circuits at the moment, we are requesting them in. We are bringing some in. via this guy. Excuse me? Oh, hello. Well, that's a little convenient. You know what? Okay. We're gonna do something that I probably should have done a long time ago. So we're gonna add, we have a couple of these in here. There we go. So we're gonna set this up like this because this is gonna make us a little bit faster. And the thruster fuel and the thruster oxidizer are a lot easier and faster to craft than the ammo. The ammo we keep getting behind on. That seems to be the thing that we're stuck on the most. So we're going to make sure that we can get there faster. The faster we get there, the less ammo we're going to use. The faster we get there, basically the more of these two we will use compared to the ammo. So this will maybe help us out a little bit. And I'm probably going to adjust the other ships. We're going to have to risk it and go on this ship anyways. So before we go, I want to, on Nauvis, use our bot mall blueprint and, ooh, perfect. And we need to make this new capture bot rocket. We do not have the Bioflux yet, but we will be getting that soon. I actually collected, did I collect? What? There's no way I was collecting robot frames. I must have had some there. I must have had some in storage. Okay, well, we're going to need to collect that either way. So I have that over here with my yellow science. We can just squeeze this right next door. Sweet. Okay. And I think that's basically everything that we need here. I need to connect this. So this one is iron, molten iron. All right, which one of you? Rip. Wrong lane. And copper. So those are coming in. This is plastic. And this is the last of the plastic that we will need. I'll adjust all of this later. Like, this is not something that has to happen right now. As long as we are prepped and ready for plastic, which, to be fair, we probably still won't be crafting plastic until we get back and actually start doing some of this stuff. We could do it all remotely, but I'm not too concerned about doing things remotely. Okay, so I think that is it. We need to take off. I'm going to unselect, deselect all of these. Bots are going to come in and take all this stuff off our hands, right? Oh, trash unrequested. Woo, look at, oh my goodness, the bots are just amazing now. Okay, we are ready. We are ready for takeoff. And we're going to risk going on our poor ship. Oh, this is still awesome. Like, I love going up in the rocket, and then, I mean, they could have made the animation a little bit faster. Yeah, whatever. It's great either way. Okay, once we get into the ship, I'm going to skip ahead and hopefully we do not die in space. That would be really bad. We should be fine. Okay, I'm going to activate this. We are going to head to Nauvis. And I will see you when we get there. Okay, we have arrived. So I need to make sure that we are going to actually get this replaced. Funny enough, if those of you that have been watching since the beginning know that, man, I really messed up whenever it came to these. I did not set the limit on this, but check this out. All of those, we had like, I don't know, 2 or 3 rows of the regular gun turrets. And I said, you know what? It's fine. We're going to end up using them. And check it out. We ended up using them. And not only that, but we've crafted more. Like, we've actually crafted a lot more since then because these are now quality and we did not have room for any quality before. Okay, so we need to drop down to the planet. This is the first time we've been back to Nauvis since we left. We initially left, went to Vulcanus, went from Vulcanus to Fulgora, went from Fulgora to Gleba. This is the first time we've gotten back. I'm going to spend a little bit of time here, probably more off camera than on. We are going to do some things here for a couple of episodes and then take off. One of which is finally getting through this. I've been waiting for this copper to go bye-bye since, well, I mean, pretty much since I made it. Don't worry, I'm not going to spend the whole episode doing this. I'm just going to grab a little bit of stuff, get it out of the way. Tell this train, hey, you can go now. How about you just go to shunting for now? Why do we not have power here? Oh, come on. This has the ability to connect to this. Watch. What? In what world? Whatever, man. I don't get it. One of these days they're going to fix that. Okay, so I am also eventually, not in this episode, but we're going to move these down here. You know what, probably off camera. I'm going to adjust all of these, shift them closer to this side over here so that I can make room for these to come down this way because I would like to add more rockets. I'm going to do that real quick. And then we need some power. Where did my substations go? Oh, fine. Be that way. Alright, so now we have more of these. That's great. Okay, we need to request in some Bioflux. Where is... Oh, we don't have one. Alright, so we're just going to request in 1,000. Oh, did we not grab any Bioflux? We're going to do the same thing with this one. That'll make it just a little bit faster, and the ammo situation... 200? Wait, what? Oh no, you do not... Oh, I mean... That's... wild. Obviously, I have not adjusted the blueprint at all. Dion got repaired. Yep. Now he has lots of ammo and less of this. Okay, that's perfect. I don't know why I didn't change that before. That would have been the smart thing to do. And we have a lot of this stuff on this planet too. We could totally upgrade. Okay. Anyways, we're not going to worry about that right now. I need some Bioflux. I don't think we brought anything. Nope. Okay, that's fine. While we are waiting for Bioflux to show up, I'm going to grab some laser turrets. And not trash and requested. Oh, nope. I want some of the supplies. Yep, and that's all I'll need for now. Laser turrets. Ooh, and we have some quality. Awesome. Now, the quality doesn't affect the damage. It just affects the range. But you know what? That's fine. Okay, I think while we're here, I don't know if I have room. I do have room. Yeah, I'm going to make one of those belt neutralizers. Like, it is just... And it's easy to make. Why would you even want quality for this? I mean, I guess. Oh my gosh, it's tiny. There. Now the belts will not affect us anymore. My goodness, the amount of frustration that has. And I usually do make them. I don't know why I just didn't get around to making them this time around. Okay, so still need Bioflux. That's coming from our Gleba ship. You did not request anything. Do we just not have Bioflux? Is it all spoiled? You too? What is going on down here? Really? Okay, you're parked at Nauvis, but we have not gotten any... Oh, let's, we're gonna filter this for spoilage too. And we're gonna request in spoilage. Just to make sure that we can get everything off of the ships. Yeah, see, we're already bringing some in. And then we can set up a heating tower. We have a heating tower, so we're gonna request in basically any spoilage that's on the planet. We do not need spoilage here. Sweet. Okay, let's, I don't know what's going on with Gleba Science. I think it has to do with the parameters here. Oh my gosh, and I keep forgetting to change this in the blueprint, but these do not have inserters for the last chemical plant, so they have not been creating anything at all. I think that is probably why this guy was set up for 200, because these were, you know, it was all part of the same blueprint. Oh my gosh, and he doesn't have anything on him. No inserters. And 50 on the way. Okay, well, hopefully he will grab some Bioflux. Anyways, we are going to take our little city block blueprint and we're going to do kind of the same thing that we did over here. We're going to make just kind of a direct path for the bots coming from wherever our kind of this area. So I am just going to kind of move, have this come down here a little bit. Immunity from belts does not mean immunity from trains. Definitely need to keep that in mind. All right, so we have not seen how this is going. Oh, they got some kills. 27, 19, 33. None of these. Oh, 130. 131. This is a really good spot, I guess. Trying to get into here. Okay, so let's get... I need quality. Well, I don't need quality, but we're going to use quality. So we need to filter this. We need to filter this for all of the different biters. The spitters. And the worms. And we only want you to attack those. So you ignore everything else. And I'm going to cut this. And we're going to make one last little city block in. We're going to paste. Kind of creep method our way up here. That way they are not destroying out. Oh my goodness. Just get, wow, get your butt kicked. How's power? I'm actually really surprised that we are using so much power. Okay, so we need that Bioflux bad. I'm just gonna tell Mr. Gleba ship, hey buddy, you're not leaving until you get some... Not enough to fill a rocket. I know what's going on. We have 500 being collected here. I'm gonna make that 700. We should have some more being collected somewhere else. I should have made this a storage chest. We're gonna be using up a lot of the spoilage soon, so this is a non-issue. We've got some being collected. Wait a minute. How did that go bye-bye? Okay. Some of this is going to spoil out, but whatever. It's fine. We're going to end up using quite a bit of this on the first round. So I need somewhere for this to come out. I mean, I don't need to. The bots can take it directly from this. But it's nice to just not have it, you know, clogging up in here. Even though I have everything else clogging up in here. Yeah, we'll just leave it. They can get the bioflux as they need. We have a filter for spoilage already, so we don't have to worry about it, and it'll be good. Okay, we have bioflux. I am going to sit here and wait for the bioflux to show up. Okay, our bioflux has arrived. Should be dropping in any minute now. Oh, it's here. Okay, so we need at least 4 rockets. Thankfully, we already have a rocket launcher. We are going to use this to capture biter nests, and the biter nests are going to produce some eggs for us. And what do we need the eggs for? Did you just take my... So the eggs we need for... Well, you'll see once we collect them. We will unlock unlock some research that will allow us to... well, okay, we're going to make some overgrowth soil. That is what we're chasing here. And we need the biter eggs to unlock it. And that will allow us to kind of utilize more of those farming patches that we have. Okay, so You just line it up and shoot. Good to go. Oh, I did not bring any Bioflux. I know, go me running all the way back here to get some Bioflux. Just to make these little biter nests happy. So they are going to need a constant supply. Thankfully, we will be able to constantly supply them. They're asking for food. They are getting Bioflux. That is their food. And we need to request some in. And get some out. So we need to trash unrequested. We need to request in. We're only going to request in 1 stack. Spoiled priority doesn't really matter with 1 stack, but you know what? Whatever. Might as well. We'll take our city block and... oh, that is perfect. And we're going to drop this one right in the middle. We're going to copy this. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that way. Yeah, we'll do it like that. Oh, I don't want this to just be completely unfiltered either. I want to limit this to, let's say 100 eggs. Okay. So now that we have our eggs, there's a couple of things that we're going to do. One, I really want this to activate. 2, we now have the ability to make productivity module 3, which we're going to do before we leave here. And we have the ability to make overgrow soil. So once we unlock overgrow soil, we will be able to make our extra stuff, but we're going to make it back on Gleba. Because we need well, I mean, most of the supplies come from Gleba, or we have available there. Okay, so another thing that we're going to be doing just real quick before I end this is the biolabs. So these 2, we can wait for this one. These 2 we need to do before we leave. Hopefully I can get probably both of those done in the next episode. So I don't think we're not going to make a build for this. We're just going to have a straight up upcycler. We're going to make an upcycler. We already have the rank 2 being crafted here, so we don't have to worry about that. The biolabs are, well, let's just see what we need. We need uranium 235. We need biter eggs. We need refined concrete, which we have here. We need labs, which we have here. I know we have this in our mall. I just don't remember if we turned it off or not. We did not, and we have lots. Awesome. What else? And capture bot rockets. That's such a weird thing to say. Capture bot rockets. Anyways, the productivity modules, oh, surprise, also need biter eggs. So we are going to be setting up an upcycler for that. We already have an upcycler blueprint, thankfully. And actually, I really wish that this the epic quality would have popped by now, and I can definitely say that we're ready for it. So you remember we had a huge problem with these. We did not have good enough capacity for it, so I ended up beefing up the crafters a little bit. And did I make more? I did not. Really? Oh, I increased the amount. So I am eventually going to be making a different bot mall blueprint that relies on crafting time rather than like some kind of quantity. We don't have that many rare modules, but we are going to go ahead and increase these just for the stuff that we kind of need in preparation for having the blue versions come in. Sorry, the epic versions come in. Yeah, so look at this. We have 1,000 stored here, and because of the parameters and because of this, like this is not allowing any more than 1,000 to go in, so it is not making any more. However, this has been stockpiling some of the ones that these three have been making. So we have another 381 in here, and the blue one is even worse. There's 1,007 here. It has 1,000 here because we set this limit to only allow up to 1,000. So we are actually storing even more down here. This one is ready for the floodgates to open up. It was also definitely worth setting this to 10. I think in one of the upcycler blueprints that I made, it was only, I just needed it to be greater than 0. I definitely think that maybe a 10 to 20 is definitely something that we would want to use in the future. Because once this is activated, every single one of these that we have backed up is going to be converted into the recyclers and hopefully upcycled. So we will probably get something like 10% of everything that we have will be converted into an epic, which is going to be great. Okay, so that is going to be it for me for this episode. In the next episode, we're definitely going to try to tackle the productivity module 3, which should be really easy and fast. Hopefully we can get to the biolabs too. I'm ready to convert because I've been using blue modules in these and I'm ready to use productivity modules. The biolabs are fantastic. They use up less science. They have a faster research speed. So our research is just going to go through the roof. Like, talk about this quality. I probably should have just held off on this. It's such a long 5,000. Should have held off on it and just waited for the biolabs because the biolabs make this way faster. Anyways, that is going to be it for me for this episode. I will see you in the next episode, and thanks for watching.